Esther, once known as Hadassah, I never dreamed my life would unfold like this. As an orphan raised by my cousin Mordecai, I lived a simple life among my people, the Jews. Our days were filled with prayer and community, but always tinged with the caution of being outsiders in a foreign land. Then came the decree. King Xerxes sought a new queen. Young women from across the empire were brought to the palace. I was one of them, thrust into a world of silk and perfume, so far from the humble life I knew. Mordecai warned me to keep my identity secret. "Esther," he said, "you must not reveal that you are a Jew." In the palace, I was surrounded by luxury beyond imagination, but I felt lost, unsure of my place in this grand and unfamiliar world. The competition was fierce. Each girl sought to outshine the others, but I simply tried to remain true to myself. Then against all odds, I was chosen. I became Queen Esther, wife of King Xerxes. The crown felt heavy on my head, a constant reminder of the secret I carried. Days turned to months. I learned to navigate court politics, always careful to guard my true identity. But my new life was soon threatened. Haman, the king's advisor, plotted to destroy all Jews in the kingdom. When I heard the news, my blood ran cold. How could I stand by while my people faced annihilation? Mordecai urged me to intercede, but I was paralyzed with fear. To approach the king uninvited meant death. "If you remain silent," Mordecai warned, "relief and deliverance will arise from another place, but you and your father's family will perish." His words echoed in my mind. Was this why I had become queen? Was this my purpose? For 3 days and nights I fasted and prayed. I realized that perhaps I had become queen for such a time as this. With trembling steps, I approached the king's throne. To my relief, he extended his golden scepter. I was spared, but my task was far from over. I had to find a way to save my people without arousing suspicion. I invited the king and Haman to a series of banquets, biding my time, gathering my courage. And at the final banquet, I revealed my true identity and Haman's wicked plot to kill all Jews in the kingdom. The king was enraged. The king allowed my people to defend themselves, and the Jews in the kingdom were saved from destruction. Haman was executed. I was no longer just Esther the orphan or Esther the queen. The day that was meant for our destruction became a day of triumph. My people rejoiced, and I finally felt at peace with who I was. I had become Esther the deliverer, forever changed by the courage I found within myself. My story reminds us that sometimes we are called to be more than we ever imagined. We must find the strength to stand up for what's right. For in the end, it's not the crown that defines us, but the choices we make when everything is at stake. And so, I, Esther, once Hadassah, leave you with this. Throughout my story, it becomes clear that events are unfolding in a way that suggests divine providence, and that God is at work. Through prayer and fasting, I learned that faith and trust in a Yahweh can guide any of us through perilous times, even when things seem uncertain.